Okay, so have you ever wondered, why are some websites always at the top of the search results?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you search for the same thing, and it's always the same websites at the top.
Mm-hmm.
So I was looking into this thing called backlinks and how they can boost a website's SEO.
Yeah.
And I thought we could deep dive into this together today.
Backlinks are super important. It's a lot of people think it's all about keywords,
Right.
but backlinks are like the secret sauce.
Okay, so what are backlinks?
Well,
I feel like I've heard the term,
yeah.
but I don't really know what it means.
Yeah, they get thrown around a lot, but it's actually pretty simple. It's just a link from one website to another.
Oh, okay.
So like when you're reading an article and there's a link to another website.
Oh, okay. So if I'm reading an article about the best hiking trails and then it links to a website that sells hiking boots.
Exactly.
Okay.
But it's not just about sending people to another site. It's about what it tells Google about your website. Search engines see those links as like votes of confidence. It's like one website saying, hey, I trust this other website enough to send my visitors there.
Interesting. So it's not just about getting people to click on the link. It's about what it tells Google about your website.
Exactly. It shows Google that you're credible and trustworthy. And the more those votes that you have from like high quality websites, the higher Google is going to rank you in those search results.
Okay, so you gave me some material on this.
Right.
And you outlined 3 main reasons why backlinks are so important for anyone with a website.
Mm-hmm.
The first one was improved search engine ranking.
Right. It's kind of like a popularity contest.
Okay.
You know, the more popular you are, the higher you rank in Google's eyes.
So the more backlinks you have, the more popular you are.
Exactly.
Okay. So what's the impact of a higher ranking?
Well, think about it when you search for something on Google.
Yeah.
What results do you usually click on?
The ones on the first page.
Right.
Maybe the second page if I'm really looking for something specific.
Exactly. Most people don't go past that first page. So if you're buried like on page 10, you're basically invisible. Backlinks help you climb those rankings and get seen by more people.
Okay, so that brings us to point number 2, right? Increased traffic.
Precisely. More visibility equals more traffic. They act like bridges, bringing people from other websites to yours.
So someone could be reading an article about sustainable gardening.
Right.
And they click a link to my website about composting.
Yeah. And if they're interested in composting, they click on the link and boom, you have a new visitor.
So it's like a referral from another website.
Exactly.
I can see how this could be powerful. What's the third reason?
This one's a little more subtle, but just as important. It's brand authority. Backlinks from respected websites essentially vouch for your credibility.
So it's like a seal of approval.
Exactly. If a big name in your field is linking to you, it tells people, hey, this website's legit.
Interesting. Okay, so now we know that backlinks are really important. But how do we actually get them? What are some practical strategies?
There's a lot of different ways to get backlinks.
Okay.
But the foundation is always high-quality content.
Right. So you can't attract backlinks if you don't have something worth linking to.
Exactly. You need to focus on creating content that's informative, engaging, and really valuable to your target audience. Think blog posts, infographics, videos.
So basically anything that provides real value.
Precisely.
So if the content's good enough, then the backlinks will come naturally.
It's not quite that simple. You do have to put yourself out there, but good content is like a magnet for backlinks. If people find something valuable, they're more likely to share it, reference it, and link to it.
Okay, that makes sense. So what are some ways to put yourself out there?
Well, the next strategy is all about networking with other people in your industry.
Oh, okay. So like collaborating with people in your field.
Exactly. Guest blogging is a great example. You write an article for another website in your industry.
Okay.
And in return, you get a backlink to your site.
So they get good content and I get a backlink.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Plus, it exposes you to a whole new audience and you build relationships that could lead to more opportunities down the road.
That's smart. Now, I know we have a lot of small business owners listening.
Right.
So what about backlink strategies specifically for them?
Well, the material I sent mentions local directories and listings.
Okay.
This is super important for businesses in Australia.
Right, because someone searching for the best pizza in Melbourne isn't going to be looking at websites from other countries.
Exactly. Getting listed in Australian business directories like Yelp or the Yellow Pages is crucial for local SEO.
Okay.
These directories are trusted sources of information, so a link from them holds a lot of weight.
So it's like an easy way to build trust and authority.
You could say that. Plus, it helps your business show up in local search results so people can actually find you.
Okay, so we've got great content, we're networking, we're listed in all the local directories. What's next?
We can't forget about social media.
Right, social media is everywhere these days.
It is.
But how does it fit into a backlink strategy?
It's all about sharing your content and encouraging other people to do the same. Every time you share a blog post or a video on Facebook or LinkedIn, you're creating an opportunity for people to link back to your website.
Oh, okay. So the more people share my content, the more potential backlinks I could get.
Exactly. And even if those social media links don't directly help your ranking, they can still send people to your website and get your name out there.
Okay, so we've covered creating great content, networking local directories and social media.
Yep.
What other strategies are out there?
This one might surprise you. Competitor analysis.
Wait, so like spying on the competition?
Kinda, but it's completely ethical and actually a really smart strategy. By looking at your competitors' backlink profiles, you can see what's working for them, what websites are linking to their content.
Oh, so I can try to get those same websites to link to my content.
Exactly. It's all about learning from their successes and maybe even their failures. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Just adapt and apply it to your own website.
I like that. That's a great tip. Okay, so what's the last backlink strategy?
The last one is engaging with online communities.
Okay.
This is a powerful way to establish yourself as like an expert in your industry.
So like participating in forums and online groups.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
By providing valuable answers and insight, you can naturally work in links back to your website.
So it's not about spamming people with links.
No, not at all.
Okay.
It's about being helpful. When you're known for providing helpful information, people are more likely to trust your links and click through to your website.
Okay, so we've got 6 strategies to build backlinks.
Yep.
Creating great content, networking, local directories, social media, competitor analysis, and engaging with online communities.
You got it. But it's not just about doing all of these at once.
Right.
It's about finding the strategies that make sense for your business and your goals.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure that we're building high-quality backlinks. Right? Not all backlinks are created equal.
Exactly. That's actually a really good point. There are some common mistakes that people make when they're trying to build backlinks.
Oh, really? Mistakes that can actually hurt their website.
Exactly. And that's what we'll talk about next.
Okay. Sounds good. So before we were talking about mistakes people make when trying to get backlinks that can hurt their website.
Right.
What are some things to watch out for?
Well, one of the biggest mistakes is thinking that more backlinks are always better.
Oh.
A lot of people just try to get as many links as possible.
Right.
But that's not the way to do it.
So it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality.
Exactly. It's way more valuable to have a few high-quality links from reputable websites than hundreds of low-quality links from shady sites.
So what makes a link low quality?
One thing to look out for is links from websites that have nothing to do with your industry.
Okay.
Like if you have a website about healthy recipes and you're getting links from a site that sells car parts.
Right.
That's a pretty clear sign that those links aren't really valuable.
Yeah, it's like getting a recommendation from someone who has no idea what you do.
Exactly. It doesn't hold much weight.
Okay, what else?
You also want to watch out for links from websites that are known for being spammy.
What does that mean?
These are sites that are basically created just to sell backlinks.
Oh, okay.
They might have a ton of outbound links, but they don't offer any real value to users.
So they're just trying to manipulate the system.
Exactly. And Google can usually spot these spammy links, and if they see that your website has a lot of them, they might penalize you.
Oh, wow. So those links can actually hurt you more than they help you.
Exactly. That's why it's so important to focus on building high-quality links from reputable sources.
Okay, so we need to be careful about links that are irrelevant or spammy.
Right.
What else should we avoid?
Another big no-no is buying backlinks.
Oh, yeah. I've seen those ads online where they offer you like thousands of backlinks for a few bucks.
Right. Well, it might seem tempting, but trust me, it's not worth the risk.
Why not?
Because it goes against Google's rules.
Oh, okay.
If they catch you buying backlinks, they can really penalize your website.
Oh, wow. And is that hard to recover from?
It can be. It's much better to build your backlinks naturally
through
the strategies we talked about earlier.
Right. It might take more time, but it's the right way to do it.
Exactly.
Okay. So no buying backlinks.
Yeah.
Got it. Anything else?
Yes. One more thing. Keyword stuffing.
Oh, I think I've heard of that.
Yeah.
It's about the anchor text, right?
You got it. That's the text that's actually linked. Keyword stuffing is when people try to cram as many keywords as possible into their anchor text.
Oh, okay.
Because they think it'll help them rank higher.
So instead of like a normal link that says learn more, they'll write something like best SEO tips, affordable SEO services, top SEO company.
Exactly. It just looks really spammy and unnatural. and Google can see right through it.
Okay, so the anchor text needs to be natural and relevant to the content you're linking to.
Precisely. It's not just about getting the backlink itself.
Right.
It's about the context of that link. Google looks at everything. The website that's linking to you, the anchor text, the content around the link. It all matters.
So we really have to think about the whole picture.
You do. It's an ongoing process. You need to be consistently creating great content networking and looking for those opportunities to earn good backlinks.
It sounds like a lot of work, especially for business owners who are already busy.
It can be, but that's why sometimes it's helpful to get expert advice.
Oh, okay.
The material you sent me mentioned Now Technology Systems.
Right.
They're an Australian company that specializes in SEO and website development.
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
What kind of services do they offer?
Well, they can help you with every aspect of building backlinks.
Okay.
From creating the content to doing competitor analysis to reaching out to other websites.
So they're like a one-stop shop for backlinks.
Basically, they can create a customized plan for your business and help you get those high-quality links without you having to worry about all the technical details.
So it's like having a whole team working for you.
Exactly.
That could be really helpful for someone who doesn't have the time to do it themselves.
It definitely can be.
Well, this has been a really great overview of backlinks.
Yeah, we've covered a lot.
We've talked about why they matter, how to build them, the mistakes to avoid,
Right.
and even how to get professional help.
It's been a good deep dive, but I think there's one thing we should emphasize.
Oh, what's that?
While backlinks are very important, they're only one piece of the puzzle.
Right. There's a lot more to SEO than just backlinks.
Exactly. Google considers tons of factors when ranking websites.
Like what?
Well, things like the quality of your content,
Right.
how fast your website loads, whether it's mobile-friendly,
Yeah.
the overall user experience, all of that matters.
So we need to think about SEO holistically, not just focus on one thing.
Absolutely. Backlinks are like the cherry on top, but you need to have a solid foundation first.
Okay, so before we wrap things up,
Yeah.
I want to go back to something you said earlier
Okay.
about how content is the foundation of a good backlink strategy.
Right.
A lot of people know that they need to create content, but they don't really know what kind of content will actually attract backlinks.
It's a good question.
Yeah.
You're right. It's not enough to just put out any old content.
Right.
It needs to be unique, informative, and engaging.
So how do you come up with those kinds of ideas?
That's something we could probably talk about for a whole other deep dive.
Yeah.
But here are a few things to keep in mind.
Okay.
First, think about your target audience. Who are you trying to reach?
Right.
What are they interested in? What problems do they have? What are they searching for online?
So you're saying we need to create content that actually addresses their needs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You want to make something so valuable and engaging
Yeah.
that people can't help but want to share it and link to it.
Content that begs to be shared.
That's the goal.
But how do you know if your content is actually good? How do you know if it's working?
One way to tell is to look at engagement. Are people reading your stuff? Are they sharing it on social media? Are they leaving comments and asking questions?
So if people are interacting with it, that's a good sign.
Exactly. It means they're finding it valuable. You can also look at your backlink profile. Are you starting to get links from those high-quality websites?
Oh, okay. So the backlinks themselves are a good indicator of the quality of your content.
They are. If people are linking to your content, it usually means they think it's valuable and trustworthy.
I see. Okay, so it's not enough to just focus on the technical side of SEO.
Right.
We also have to remember to create high-quality content.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
can get so caught up in the technical stuff that you forget the basics.
Yeah. So how do we come up with ideas for that high-quality content? Where do we start?
One of the best things you can do is just listen to your audience. What questions are they asking? What are they talking about? What problems are they having?
So pay attention to what's happening in your industry and online.
Exactly. You can also look at what your competitors are doing. What kind of content are they making? What's working for them?
Okay. But we don't want to just copy them, right?
No. You want to find ways to put your own spin on it.
Add your own unique perspective.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to experiment. Try different things. Different types of content, different formats, different styles. See what works best for you and your audience.
So there's no one right way to do it.
Nope. It's all about finding what works best for you.
Okay, cool. So we've covered why backlinks are important,
Yeah.
how to get them, and even how to create content that will attract those backlinks.
It's been a good discussion, but I think it's important to remember that building a good backlink profile takes time.
Right. It's not going to happen overnight.
Exactly. It's a long game.
Yeah.
You have to be patient and persistent.
Don't give up too soon.
Right. Just keep creating great content. Keep networking. Keep building relationships.
Okay, so be patient and consistent.
Exactly. The backlinks will come eventually.
This has been really helpful.
Okay.
I feel like I understand backlinks so much better now.
I'm glad to hear that. It can be confusing, but hopefully we've cleared some things up.
Definitely. And if anyone wants to learn even more, we'll be providing some extra resources in the show notes.
Yeah, good idea. There's always more to learn about SEO.
Okay, that's all for our deep dive on backlinks. We hope you found this deep dive helpful and are feeling like, okay, I can do this. I can build some backlinks.
Yeah, definitely. It's like anything. It takes time and practice to get good at it, but it's worth it.
Yeah, it's easy to get lost in all the details, but I think it's important to remember, why are we even talking about backlinks?
Right.
It's not just about some technical SEO thing, right? It's about achieving real business goals.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're a means to an end. The goal is to get more people to your website, build your credibility, and ultimately grow your business.
So if someone's listening and thinking, okay, I get that backlinks are important, but what's in it for me? What would you say?
I'd say imagine your website is at the top of Google for all the keywords you care about. Imagine people finding your business every single day and seeing you as a leader in your industry. That's the power of backlinks.
Wow. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. It's not just about looking good. It's about real results.
Exactly. And it all starts with, creating something valuable for your audience. If you focus on that, the backlinks will come naturally.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
It's all about genuinely wanting to help people and connect with them online.
Absolutely. When you think about it that way, it's less about tricking the system and more about building real relationships and being part of your online community.
Okay, so to wrap things up, what's the one piece of advice you would give to someone who's just starting out with backlinks?
I would say focus on creating really amazing content that your audience will love. When you do that, the backlinks will follow.
That's great advice.
Yeah.
And don't forget, it takes time. Be patient and keep at it.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to experiment.
Exactly. So to all our listeners out there, we hope you learned something new about backlinks and are feeling ready to start building your own strategy.
And if you're feeling stuck, there are tons of resources out there. Don't be shy about asking for help from an SEO expert.
That's it for our deep dive into the world of backlinks. We'll see you next week with a brand new topic. Until then, keep learning and keep building those backlinks.